Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to Passionate About Scrapbooking with Pamela, your Stampin' Up demonstrator in the Texas Hill Country, Fredericksburg, Texas, as a matter of fact. Welcome to Feel Good Friday live with Pamela. Today I'll be sharing some super cute, meant to be fun fold cards. But before I do that, I'm just finishing up getting a little breakfast. I'm right over on the side of my scrapbooking studio, making some toast and finishing making my second cup of coffee. So how's everyone doing today? If you're joining me, say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. How's your Friday going? I feel it's going to be a good one today. And that's the whole point of Feel Good Friday. So you can see all the fun stuff I have prepped today. I pretty much have everything prepped, everything cut. We will have to do a little bit of stamping. I think I got all my die cutting done. So let me grab my goodies. It's going to be a feel good Friday, like casual Friday. Let's see. So I need to find my comments. So be sure to say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. If this is your first time joining me, I would love to know that as well. If so, welcome. Every Friday, I go live at 10 a.m. Central Time, and I create two fun fold cards using the collection of products that I've used all week long. And this week, it is the Meant to Be new scrapbooking line from the scrapbooking brochure that went live on January 7th. And I'm using for the week the stamp set and dies that are kind of standalone, but they're kind of created so they work great with scrapbook pages, scrapbooking. But look at all these fun dies that are in here. Pretty sure I've used every single one, but this one right here so far for the week. Think this could be a leaf, and maybe you could use this as a stem. We are going to use this today, I think, but just as the little trail for the bee. So I've used this a ton this week. I've had so much fun with it. Oh my gosh, y'all should see. I was coming to check on the water I had dripping and in the sink, and I think this is Jasper, and he is getting soaking wet. He's playing in the water. I'm just going to leave him and let him because that'll keep him entertained. Of course, it might be a problem if he ends up on my table here in a little bit. So I'll have to keep a close eye out on that. Good morning, Pauline from Minnesota. I recognize your name, so I know we've been friends for a while or on Facebook, or are you on Facebook? I recognize your name. And good morning, Flo. Thanks for joining me today from New Jersey, right? All right, just making sure my coffee lid is on securely so I don't make a mess. Okay, we're really going to have fun today with these fun folds. One I've done before, back when I did my first card class as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I use Latte Love, so we're going to redo one of those cards using the Meant to Be. And then that's going to be the second card. And the first card we're going to do was inspired by my upline, Rhonda Wade, from one of her PDFs that she shares with her team. But I'm doing it in the Meant to Be. She did it with the fruit salad, which was really cute. So here are the projects I've done so far for the week. I've had so much fun with these hexagons. They are amazing. They're fun, the different sizes, and I didn't even get the opportunity to use the biggest ones. I kind of wish I had used the bigger ones for this page, but I didn't. It would have made the page go a little bit faster. That was on Monday on inauguration day, so my page took a little bit longer than an hour. I think I got done in about an hour and 20 minutes. If my hexagons had been bigger, it might have gone a little faster. So, anyways, I love everything about this collection of products. And this is a die cut right here, the black and the petunia pop. So you can do fun things with our hive or just use that hour for something. Um, I had some other ideas for just the hive, but I don't remember what they are. So there's lots of things I can still do with this collection. And those cute little bees I stamped. I stamped some more today. And I also did a flip flap here. I've got to get these in page protectors eventually. But you can see those hexagons and the layering. And then I used the, probably can't remember the name of it. I had it around here somewhere, the packaging to it. That 3D plaid folder, embossing folder, I used it as well. So, and I think this was one of my most popular pages recently. I guess it's just kind of my style. So I need to stick with that, I guess. Um, and then also on Wednesday, we did the story and sketch. So look, I had taken a screenshot of my table on Monday morning before we got started, and I just thought it was so cool. It looked pretty, and I decided to document it for my story and sketch album. And it's got a flip flap with some journaling just about the process. I asked ChatGPT to help me with some bee metaphors, and it came up with some cute journaling for me. I just plugged in details that I wanted it to share, and then it popped this out for me because I'm not quite that creative with my words. So, and then this was my YouTube cover, my video cover that I just printed out as well. So it's documenting my story and sketch or my lives that I do on Facebook and YouTube every week. And then I did show as well how to cut your page protector so that the flip flap was on the outside. I did a quick reel on that too, so be sure to check out my Instagram, and you might find it on my Facebook page as well. So I used stickers. I did no stamping on that page. So I've shown how to use like all the products in that new Meant to Be collection in the scrapbook brochure. So now we're going to do some fun fold cards. Before we do that, I just wanted to remind you that this is still available. This was released last year, I guess, this time. I don't know if I guess it was for celebration time or mini catalog, something. I have no idea. because I was still doing Close to My Heart at the time. But this was when Close to My Heart announced their closure at the end of February. I went to the stamp, and we learned that they were negotiating with Stampin' Up to help us move over to Stampin' Up. I went to the Stampin' Up website and ordered this suite of products. So I got the stamp set, the punch, the paper, and the ribbon, and the embellishments. And give me one second. I'm going to change my focus to work so that I don't get a bunch of notifications in my ear. And I made some cute cards and things. I never did any scrapbooking with it, though I would like to. And I decided I wouldn't incorporate it into my projects this week, but these are available still. And they're great for Valentine's Day as well, you can tell. So it's not too late to grab that. Be My Valentine and the Bee Builder Punch. And I'm going to check one more time over here. Now I think we got another kitty. Let's see here. Actually, I don't know if that was, yeah, I guess it was Jasper. He's already like dried off. I'm turning the water off. We've been having it drip because it's been so cold here overnight, but it's starting to warm up some. Okay, so we're going to do this card first. I think it's a little less involved. I have more stuff prepped for it, like all my stamping. And the other one, I'm going to do some stamping just to show you how to use those cute stamps from the Meant to Be. All right. I think I'm going to try to use both sizes for today. So I'll just set that back over there. I've got my ink pads. My original picture, I shared a picture of my desk this morning just to kind of tease about my live. And I had old olive in there, but I ended up not using it at all. So I took those out and I have some Stampin' Blends here. I think I'll do a little bit of splattering on some of the white. So I wanted to show you that. And then, so I've got Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, Petunia Pop, and Pretty in Pink. So those are our colors today. So kind of a more feminine card and more masculine card, though they're still cute. I was thinking more like baby, like this one will be, I plan on using the We Are Meant to Be. So this could be for a significant other or a friend, um, girlfriend or something like that. And then the honey, I was thinking the honey pattern paper, I was thinking about Jeff because he loves honey. So let's see what Flo has to say. So it's still super cold in New Jersey. Oh, good grief, 3 degrees, goodness. And then Flo's loving the bundle. Hers comes next week, so you'll have lots of great ideas. I've been sharing in my Instagram stories and Facebook stories if it comes over to Facebook. Additional ideas. Stamping Up shared some things on their social media as well, and I'm starting to see because this we weren't able to even order this as demonstrators till January 7th. So I'm just now seeing other demonstrators create with this collection of products too. So it's fun and exciting. So I have lots of other ideas. Oh, and before we get started, I'm going to share this card real quick that I made, just a standard size card, but I used leftover pieces from my project from Monday and made this fun, cute as can be card. So it's just a little extra bonus. So wanted to make sure you saw that. I did share it on my social media. I think just in my stories, though. Okay, so this card, let me get my instructions out, make sure I'm following it properly. Again, I have a bow here. Um, I have some Petunia Pop ribbon. We'll probably have to use that. I've already stamped and cut a collection of elements from the stamp set and then cut them out with the dies. So we've got the bee, all the elements for the bee, plus the flower and the heart that's included. All of this had dies with them. So we'll just set these over here. You're going to put those throughout the project. I cut my hexagons. Let me show you what I did with that real quick, just visually. I wanted to figure out a little bit more layering to them. So I think, I'm not even sure. Let me see. That one's too small. So I think I used these two, the next two largest ones. Let me grab them if I can get them out of here. So I grabbed from my stash that I still have over here. I had cut quite a few of this size and that smaller size. So I have bits and pieces that I pulled from there. So I got the white hexagon from this one from the inside. And then this piece was out of both of these pieces were out of my stash over here. This one is the outline piece of that size. And then I'm looking to see what they're knocking over now, hearing things clatter in the kitchen area. I think they've got the broom that they've knocked over. And then this one is the next size up, and it's the like the inside. Okay. So you can layer all of these, and that's what I wanted to show you today is other ways and additional ways you can layer these hexagons and use them. So we'll be doing that. I've got all my pieces cut, I think. We're good there. I have bits and pieces. That pretty honey pot paper, I love that. That's the back of it. And my pieces. So this is kind of a two for one. It's got like two fun folds in it, I believe. So let's get started. It should come together fairly quickly since I have everything stamped and die cut. Kind of move some things around and we'll bring in our paper trimmer. I'm going to move these out of the way. And we are going to start with a 4¼ by 11 piece of petunia pop. And we're going to score it. So you'll see I'm showing it to you like this because I've cut it facing this way. And then when I go to score it, I like to flip it over just because you can kind of tell if you're feeling it, where the cut is, and it has pushed it down a little bit. So this is just how I do it. So we're going to score and create a Z fold on the long side here. So we're going to score at 2 3/4. So my scoring blade, and then 5½. All right, and then we're also going to take this piece right here. It is a 4 by 10½. I need to double check that I did. I don't know why. Oops, that just popped out. I'm going to double check my measurement. Yeah, I can tell up here. It's 10½. For some reason I was thinking, oh, I think I might have done it at 10. So we're going to fold it in half. If it's 10½, it needs to be 5¼ right? So score at 5¼ All right, so I think that's all we need that for. So we'll fold this one in half. My bone folder. And then this one, let me see how I want it to go. Okay, see the score lines? So we're first going to score it like this. So that's your standard card size. And then Let me look and see, make sure I'm doing it right. It's gonna lift up, so I think we're going to do it this way. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have a fold like this. You know, you could do like this as well. We're gonna go up this time. This piece is gonna go inside here, and I did want to share, let me, okay. I'm just thinking where I want to do my splattering. I don't think I'll do the splattering on this because not much will show. We want this piece right here. I'm going to grab my liquid glue. I try to use my liquid glue mostly for my card making, and then my Stampin' Seal I'll use for my scrapbooking. All right, so this piece can go right here on the front of that white basic white cardstock. And then we can go ahead and adhere it right in here. Okay, let me check. All right, if you're joining me and you haven't said hello, I would love to know you're here. Let me know if you're here for the first time, maybe how you found me. All right, so we've got this going on so far. Okay, now let's grab these two pieces that are 2.5 by 4. And I think I wanted this one on the top. Let me think through this for a minute. I think that's what I wanted to do. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna adhere this one. Look at that pretty paper. We're gonna apply it right here to the front of that fold. So both of these were the same size. Just following my instructions. I will have a PDF ready tomorrow that includes all the cutting dimensions for my projects for the week, along with supplies used. I'm going to lift this one up and put it right down here. So I chose to do the more muted tone on tone underneath there, and that's a little bit bolder. Okay. And then I want this piece to go, I think, right here. Now I might end up stamping one more B or cutting one out. Oh, now I kind of remember what I wanted to do. Let's make sure I got that straight. I don't think I left any scraps out. I wanted to do some of the honeybee paper. Let me see, there's a scrap of the honeybee paper. I think I can use that. So we will do a little bit of fussy cutting, I think. But once we get the card completely done. All right, so then under here, let's go in here real quick and we're going to put this right here. And see those little hearts? I'm going to put this up high enough that I might can stamp a few little hearts there. And we'll decorate this up in here just a teeny bit. So see, you've got fun fold and a regular fold, but you've got two folds inside here, which is kind of cool. All right, and then from here, we're going to decorate up this piece and adhere it to the front. Okay, so let's set that aside. This one was going to be the We Are Meant to Be. So let me grab that one, which I have not used yet. I never did use, yeah, I did use Love This Life. I used that on my um, scrapbook page as part of my title. Okay, I haven't used it before, so I'm just seasoning my stamp. I'm rubbing it with my hand. That's how I prefer to do it. You'll see everybody do it a different way across the internet. Cerise, good morning. Thank you for commenting, letting me know you're here. All right, so we'll start with this. So let me look. I think, so I'm going to layer these pieces like this. And so I think I'm going to stamp it since the pretty in pink is all the way out here. I'm going to stamp my message in the pretty in pink because we already have a lot of petunia pop going on. So we are meant to be, I could even do yellow or a black, I suppose, but I want it positioned like that. And then I think I'm just going to stick this in the center right here. That'll work. We're going to grab some. I was thinking I might make it like kind of like a tag, but I think I've changed my mind. So, um, let's do, I'm gonna bring in my Stampin' Blends, and I think I'll do these two colors. And we'll do a little bit of splattering on here real quick. So I want to kind of move some of my stuff away so it doesn't get splattered on. It should be good right there. All right, so splattering, I showed this a little bit on Monday, but if you haven't seen that, we just use the brush tip of our Stampin' Blend and just flick it onto your, put as much as you want. There's a little bit of Daffodil Delight. I use the dark, and then let's do the dark Petunia Pop as well. So a little bit up here, maybe a little bit more. And that'll just give it some character, some texture. And I really need to have like I've got a yucky dirty. This is for my makeup, y'all. So just, it's not too bad this way. I'm going to clean this off. It's actually not even, it's not wet. So it's not going to clean it off real good, but I'll wash it. It's kind of, I'll be able to get it off later with some water. Okay, so now I'm going to, oh, here's another tip you could do. Another fun thing that I've enjoyed doing this week is let's do the light petunia pop with the brush tip. And we're going to go right around the edge. And it's going to just create a light line. So think outside the box with your Stampin' Blends and do some different things with them. Then my glue, I think I'm going to put this on first, and then I can nest that into there. And I might even pop that up as a matter of fact. So let me, trying not to get too much on here and maybe even just smear some going back and forth. Could have run this, could have put some adhesive sheet on it, I guess, I suppose, but all right, so let me line that up. See if I can get it on here. I'm gonna have to pick it up and kind of finagle it a little bit. Guess that's my word for the week. Finagle. I realized I said that on my when I was doing my um, cutting my flip flap and inserting it into the page protector. When I was doing my reel this week, I was like, oh, well, I'm finagling everything this week, I guess. All right, and then we can just tuck that in right in there. Now, another color, maybe the pretty in pink would have been better going around the edge, but you can still see that it creates, oh, I just glued it down. Oh well. Could have put it up with dimensionals, but there, you can kind of see the texture on there. Um, Bring that back over here. I'm going to wrap some ribbon around here. And I think I'm just going to, let me see what I want to do here. If I just want to wrap it around and glue it down, if I put it up high enough, I'll put it up a little bit higher than this probably. And I can just put this up at the top. I'm not sure. Let's see. I think I might just do something like that. I might put it up a little bit higher so it looks like the ribbon is tied right there. So scissors, and I'll just cut it about right there. So it's just going to wrap around this flap right here. Let's take some, maybe some of the Stampin' Seal Plus. Let me decide where I want it to go. I guess I'll line this up like right there. So I go a little bit higher, maybe. Eh, I'll leave it about right there. All right, so I'm going to do my Stampin' Seal Plus right about here. I'm just going to do a little bit so that my ribbon will stick there. Let's go across this way. I may have to trim my ribbon off just a little bit more, but that'll just hold that in place good. I can trim off this excess. And then this can go, I think I will pop this up on here since I didn't do a good job of popping up the white. So I only need dots right up in here. Okay, so let's do that. Make sure. Okay, so we'll do them right along here, maybe three. And let me see how that's going to. I think I'll just do two, like right there. But that should secure it on there pretty good. I'm just using that. I'm going to use that pre-made bow. I think I made it Monday to maybe use on my layout, and then I didn't use it. All right, so let's center it. about right there. And I hope it's straight. Okay. And then we can just adhere this to that with a glue dot or two. I'm going to put one like right on that side of the knot, and then another one kind of right on the other side of the knot. That'll also help just keep the bow from coming undone, I think. All right, so we're just going to position this like that. So I think we're good there. I want to add something to this. I think, well, I think that's what some of this was for. So we're going to have a little bee over here sticking to it, and I might cut out a honey pot. So let's build up our bee. I'm going to take a glue dot and put it right there in the center, right there. So this time I made the bee going this way. All my other bees have been going this direction. So kind of put the wings back behind here. If you want to add more dots here, you can. Just keep it super secure, but that's just preference. I think it'll be fine. Then I'm going to put a little glue dot on the front of the antenna at the bottom, and then you can tuck the antenna in right in here. Kind of the same concept. Let's make sure it's in front of the wings. And yeah, I may cover up that 2B just a tiny bit. I'm going to position it on here. And then we'll add some other elements. So let me look where I want it. Maybe like right there. I'm going to pop it up as well, I think. So I know I need one right here at the front of the body. Let me look. And I think I will, and this will help secure this right in here as well. So it'll keep the wings on there pretty good. All right, so I'm going to position it maybe like right up there. So you can still kind of read that. I think that'll work. Yep. All right, so we've got our little bee on the front. Then I feel like I need to feel like it'll be too heavy if I do it all over here. Maybe just up here, just to add a little something else. And it's going to be off the edge a little bit too. Maybe just like right there. And can I put I think I'm going to do that too. I think I need a smaller piece of Stampin' Dimensional just right there. To be so cute. And then just position it so that, all right, I think that's going to work. We'll add a few, could even kind of tuck that. I don't know if I want to tuck it under. Maybe just trim it just a teeny bit. It's already getting frayed anyways. Not too much, just there. And that'll show that off a little bit more. We can add a dimensional, not a dimensional, a gem. Let's do a pink one, like right in the center. So I did realize I haven't even tried to use either one of these, But I think this is considered supposed to be a leaf, and that can go inside the flower. If you wanted to do dots, you could stamp a polka dot background too, if you wanted to. All right, so since I'm here already, I think I'm going to put, I think we got to do a little bit more on the inside. And I'll do that last little right over here. All right, so I think I like the front, and then you can pop it up. I don't think it needs anything right here since we got the bee going on there. And then we flip this up and let's see here. Let's do maybe just something like that. I was thinking I would stamp some hearts right underneath here, but since I have these, I think I will just glue these down like that, just to add a little bit of extra to the inside. And maybe I don't even have to cut any of those honey pots out. I could maybe cut one out to put inside here. Let's do it. Now that song's in my head. Let's do it. Uh, Okay, so I'm just going to fussy cut this one out right here. Not completely necessary, but just fun to bring that honey pot theme into the card. So you kind of complete the theme from the outside to the inside. I'm just leaving a little bit of white space as I go around so it'll almost look like it's a little sticker or look like it's been die cut out like the flower and the heart. Okay, I'm gonna stick it right in there somehow. I'm gonna have to stop, I think, and eat some of my toast. Let's see if I can get that up. Like maybe just like that. Yeah, that's cute. All right, someone wants to come in. Just a second. I think it's Noelle. She snuck out on me. And she's probably thinking, it's cold out here. I haven't even looked to see. It's probably going to get up in the 50s here today. There she is. Yeah, she was ready to come back inside. So I am going to grab that little polka dot because on the inside, you don't really want gems on the inside of your cards because it'll mess up the front of the card when it's closed or mailed. So let's just put a little dot in the center here using Pretty in Pink. There we go. All right, I think that's it. Let me double check. I think that's gonna work for card number one. I think we got all the elements. All right, so like a Z fold card, you could do it this way as well, but we're doing it from the top. Fun. We are meant to be. Oh, and then you go flip and you can write your message. You've got lots of room to write your message there. All right. I love that. That is so cute. And so this would be fun for Valentine's Day to give to Jeff. I'm going to set that over here. I'm sure it'll get moved around somewhere. And I might even get to use a couple of these pieces on my next card. We'll see. So I was thinking on this next card, I chose to use more of the blue, the pool party, I believe is what it is. And we're going to use that cute as can be. So this would make a really cute card for like a new baby boy, a little baby boy. All right, so excuse me, I'm going to crunch into my toast real quick and take a bite or two. So I don't know if y'all can hear me chewing, but I've muted myself for a second. All right, here comes Noelle. I guess she thinks she's going to get some of my toast, and that ain't going to happen. Come here, Noelle. She doesn't like to be on camera, I guess. Okay, let's hope I don't choke. All right, so this is another fun fold card that this is the one that I've created before for my um, latte love. And this was also inspired by my upline. I get most of my fun fold card ideas from her because she does them all the time and then shares the tutorials with us. So that's one of my go-tos because I can follow her instructions really well, and then I can just recreate my PDF using her instructions because she's so awesome. She lets us do that. I am. I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee. So I've got I tilted over and show you. This one is like one of those Tervis, I guess that's how you say it, mugs. And it says, "We go together like," and it's got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich below it, macaroni and cheese, coffee and donuts. I don't have any donuts. Hamburgers and fries. So there's pictures of all these eggs and bacon, cookies and milk, strawberries and cream, pancakes and maple syrup, apple pie, I think, rainbows and unicorns. I was just going through the whole thing here. Salt and pepper and peas and carrots. So I got one of each of these back when Jeff and I got married for some of our morning coffee. And it keeps my coffee nice and warm. All right. So maybe that'll keep my stomach from growling. So let's move on to the next card. I'll move that one out of the way. I was just giving you a pretty visual. All right. So instructions. I'm trying to think. This one's going to have a lot of layers to it and be pretty. It's going to be kind of like a hefty card, I think, is the way I'm doing it. We have another 4 1/4 by 11. This is Pool Party. And we're going to score it at 2 3/4 inches from both ends. So you could probably, if I had measured it, you could have gone all the way across, but let's just make it easy. And we're going to score it at 2 3/4 inches. So this is going to be more like a gatefold card. I'm going to flip that around and do that again at 2 3/4 inches. And that is half of 5 1/2. So then this piece should be 5 1/2 right here. You can just double check, and it is. So now I think that's all the scoring that I have to do. So we'll fold this in and then fold this one in. and they just about meet in the middle. All right, so we've got that going on. Then I chose this adorable little bee pattern. That's the back side of it. So I thought I had another piece of that, but maybe I didn't use it. I was looking to see. No, I think I chose not to. So I'm just going to add this here and here to begin with. And these, I think, are 2.5. 2.5 by 4. Guess my glue is trying to clog up. Let me get it going. May have to stop and clean it up a little bit. But I think there's enough on there. And you could do that same technique if you wanted to with the marker that I showed you to go around. If you wanted this piece to pop and make it kind of look like you had a layer of maybe petunia pop between those, that's kind of a cool way to create the layered look without extra paper. And then this one's going to go right here. Yeah, I might want to push it over just a tad. This is why I do like the liquid glue, because you have a minute, or you have a few seconds to kind of move it around on the cardstock before it just sticks. But then once it's down, it's not coming up. All right, so there's the card base. Pretty cute, just like that. And then, so depending on if you want to be more feminine or more masculine, I think you could flip this over. I feel like that is kind of more masculine, but that's pretty cute too. This piece, I think I need to cut this piece down just a sliver. I think I cut it 5.5 and it needs to be 5.25. So I'm going to do that. Looking to see if I could find that piece. This was a 2 by 5.5, but I think it's supposed to be 5.25. All right, so I'm gonna do this side just because I'm thinking, I know we have pinks in here, but I'm focusing more on the fact that I'm using some blue. So, of course, there is some blue in that, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna do the flowers because that'll work fine for a new baby boy too. For the mama, you're sending it to the mama anyways, right? Telling her her new baby's cute as can be. All right, so there's that. I believe this piece is going to go in here for, um, before I do that, I want to stamp on here. So we're going to put this piece in here, but this is where I wanted to stamp the big B because I haven't used him yet. This keeps falling out over here. And I wanted to show you how you can use just the stamps and not the, let me find my blocks. There's one. Okay, there's the other one. I think this is, so let's grab that big, I've done this one already on everything, I think, just about. So let's do the big B. And since I'm going to put it on here, I'm going to stamp it in this corner. And I think, let me see here. I'm trying to decide because I could use that. Okay, I think I'm going to do it where I was going to do it where it faces that way, but I think I'm going to go that way instead. And then I can have the little trail. I can stamp it as well. All right. So this is where I have to decide. Well, the bees are yellow, so we'll do yellow. Yellow and black. We'll do it just like on the outside. Okay. My ear is itching. And then So we'll do, let me see how this is going to, that'll work. All right, I'm gonna do it right here. I think we'll be good, like right there. And that's with the delightful daffodil. Hey, Debbie. Uh-oh. Oh, you might have jumped on when I had it muted for a second, maybe. So hopefully you can hear me now. I think everybody can. Okay, good. Thanks, Flo. I did mute it for a little bit, so I was like, oh no, I hope I forgot, or I hope I didn't forget. All right, I'm gonna just clean that up over here off the side. And then this is the big body of the bee. So this is going to be in black. I'm going to move that out of the way for a second. Make sure I don't get ink in there. Now this one I haven't stamped yet either, but see if I can get it lined up pretty good, I hope. That was pretty good. And then, so let's check out our bees and what their faces look like. They're all a little bit different. So let's go with that little happy looking bee. I'm gonna put that back in here before I lose it. And we'll go this way. So I think I can stamp all the elements on here just by stamping, so they don't have to go behind anything. That was my plan anyway. So there's the little antennas. They'll be in black. We'll do them up a little bit closer to like right here. Okay, that'll work. And then I'm going to do the wings in, just like on here, I'll do them in the pool party. I'm afraid I'm about to get black all over my card. Close up those ink pads so we don't have any catastrophes. And then this, it looks pink, but it should be blue because they're stained. There, cute. So I'm wondering if that little, you could even put that inside there possibly. I haven't tried it. Like you could put it right in there if you wanted to. I haven't seen, has anybody seen any samples with it like that? I keep just thinking of a leaf, but it would like fit right in there if you wanted to add some extra color or something, I guess. All right, so then I'm gonna do this. Now, what do I want? Uh-oh, here comes a kitty cat. I think I'm gonna do that in Petunia Pop because I don't have any much Petunia Pop. I have Petunia Pop in there, but even have a little bit of Pretty in Pink. So I think that'll work just like that. You know what he's doing? You know the stinker? He's eating my toast. Here, psst. There, I gave him the piece I think he chewed on. And let's see here. Okay, put these away. Um, Yeah, and then I can maybe add a little heart, but it would, Petunia Pop Heart would have been better, but I may just leave it just like that. But anyways, there's the big bee. I wanted to incorporate him. I think I'm gonna stamp, can't remember if I was stamping the little bee on the outside. We'll see in a minute. Let me get that cleaned up, or at least, there we go. Making sure I don't have any color anywhere. Okay, and this is gonna go on the inside. We're just gonna leave it plain. I'm not gonna do the splattering. I already showed you about that on the other card. Keep it clean, I guess, on the inside. And then just center this, or you can push it over this side a little bit. Hopefully I won't have any excess glue. So they're kind of offset, and you can see a little bit more of that pattern paper on the inside. All right, now from here, we've got these pieces left, and we're going to first, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that onto here. Maybe. Let me think for a minute how I wanted to do this. Okay, we're going to stamp the message in this. Let's do that first. We're going to use the cute as can be. And let me look and see. I think this time I'll do it in black, just to let it get it to pop a little bit. So looking at some of my other elements on here. So let's glue that onto there. I'm thinking I might use a black pen to like draw a line around there, but I'm not sure yet. All right, so we've got that. And then we're going to have this piece. This flap is going to go onto the card. This piece is going to go on the belly band that we're going to make. But let me position this to see how this is going to work. Okay, so I think I want to do, think I can make, I can make the bee, but I may have to cut out the wings so they go over top here. So I'm trying to think if I think I can butt them up against there to make them look. All this is going to be part of this. No, let me think. Because we're going to have our belly band too. Oh, yeah, our belly band is going to be on here. That's right. So let's think through this a little bit more. My belly band's got to go right here through the center of this piece. All right. I don't want to layer everything on yet because I want to do that little bee trail, I think. Okay, so if I have it layered like this, and then this piece goes like right up in here, it's going to be sliding on and off. I think I can do just stamp my bee. You won't see the wings necessarily when the belly band's on. And we'll have a trail down here. Okay, I think we're going to be okay like that. So we're going to do something similar to what we did on the inside right here on this piece. So, and we want him right down here. Let me clean some of this mess I got going on. Were you able to hear us, Debbie? If she can't, she probably won't answer. Hey, Kathy. I meant to say good morning a little while ago. I did see your message. And so we're just going to do the exact same thing, just with the small bee. So we'll tilt it a little bit right here. And tip the black. That one. We want it going this way. No, gonna have to hide the rest of my toast again. I have to remember that. Can't do that because then it attracts the cats. All right. You could. It's at an angle sometimes. I'm never sure if I'm gonna get it right in there. Y'all have noticed I haven't gone live this week because I've been pretty busy with some other projects on Tuesdays and Thursdays and not getting prepared for my lives as early as I usually do. Oh, I want to do, let's do a different. Here comes, I think this is Jasper. We're going to do a smiley face with this one. Don't be chewing on my ribbon. He's trying to find a place to lay down, I think. We'll see. Don't have much room here. I was thinking I may have to rearrange my space a little bit more again and get him a little pillow to lay down over here in the corner. That's what he did last night while I was working on some different projects. All right. So I think I've got all my black, not quite. I got to do the um, antennas. All right, we're getting close to being done. Perfect. So cute. And then I think I'll do again. I don't know what you're doing, but you can just go and play somewhere else before he knocks everything off. All right, Petunia Pop. If y'all were here from like May to about the time these kittens were born, Pumpkin was my scrapping kitty, but he's gotten kind of to that teenager age where he doesn't want to hang out with me as much. And he's big. He does not fit up here well anymore. And now Jasper is trying to take over, which I don't mind because he is a sweetheart and he will come and when I go sit down in the recliner, almost every time he will come and sit with me in my lap. And that's what I wanted Pumpkin to do. Now, it may not last as he gets older, but we'll see. And right now, we haven't gotten rid of any of the cats, the kittens. Well, we got rid of two of them, but we still have three that are roaming around here. Ah, so where are you? Are you traveling, Debbie, for the weekend? I hope Robert's not in the truck with you because he's going to say I'm long-winded. Okay, here is Peanut. Peanut was the runt of the group, and so he's grown up quite a bit. All right, so there's that. Is there anything else? Oh, I need the wings. I'm getting distracted by cats. Where are my, there we go. And then we'll do that in the, hey, Robert, be nice. Uh, all right, I'm gonna stamp. I'm kind of doing it at a more of an angle that time. There we go. All right, that'll work, I think. That'll work. I need to be a preacher. Uh, all right, so okay, so I think I kind of wish there was like a tiny little flower, but I do have some of these, so I could use some of those maybe. All right, so all this up here is going to be blank, I think. Don't think I need anything. Did I just get, I don't know what I got. Did I get ink right there? Maybe a tiny bit. Oh well. Y'all are gonna make a mess. Cats everywhere. All right, then let's make our belly band. We're gonna make it with, um, I guess I can go ahead and layer this on here. So I just need to put it down with some glue, only halfway because you've got to let it open. So we'll go right there and layer it onto that piece. Is it straight? I think it's straight. And see, so then it'll open this way. All right, perfect. So now I want to go around with this first. We want the we want it to meet in the front, and I'm just going to kind of fold it like this with my hands. It's going to meet right there. You could do it a little bit longer, but I'll just put some, I guess we'll just put some glue right here. I'm going to let that sit for a second. I think I decided I wanted to put a white piece around it too, because then I also want to put some ribbon and I wanted it to pop. I didn't like just the white. All right, so that should be, there's your belly band. And now think I'm just gonna put this will just kind of hold it in place. If I can get this going. You're not being good. It went a little high. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. Trying to go right down the center. Okay, I think it'll cover it up good. Okay, so now I'm just going to wrap this around this piece and go all the way around. Line those pieces up right there. All right, so I think that's good. So we got a nice, now I didn't do any glue on the back, but that's fine. Now, let me look at my sample I have. Yeah. So I'm going to tie a knot right over here. So I want my ribbon to go around this way. I'm going to cut it right about here. And then the same thing, how about this time we use, this is the back. I'm going to use the plus to try to go right down the center. I want it more on just enough to tie a knot right here. So then we can do some Stampin' Seal right there. And this will just keep it securely on here. So let me trying to make sure I cover up that Stampin' Seal. Okay, so then we have this going on, and we can just tie, I'm gonna do it this way, I think. Tie a knot right here. And I'm just trimming, so it's about the same. I think I can close this up for the moment. And let's slide it over top. So it'll just cover up the wings just a teeny bit. And I think I'm going to position it so that this is up higher like that. So you can still see the bee under here. And then there's enough room right around there. All right, so let's put this down. I'm trying to see if there's enough room. I'm going to pop it up on here. So I'm going to use little dimensionals like right here, top and bottom. I don't need to have them over like on the ribbon. You go to about right there, I think. And let's do one right in the center. Press those down good and then peel them off. And then I think all we'll need to do is add a few gems. Before I put that down there, I think just to add some more, what I did. Man, I'm gonna have to figure something out right there. Oh well, got a little smudge. I'm going to think I have an idea. I'm going to use just a little black pen to go around the edge here. I can kind of fix that spot, maybe. I don't know where I got that from. But let's just do, look. So I did it right there just with my pen, so y'all can't even see the little smear. I think I'll do it right there too. I think that's enough. And then also, let's go ahead and put this down. I can even put it, do something like right here. I'm just going to add a little bit of something. There, that's how you fix, how you can fix your boo-boos. That's an extra tip I threw in there. All right, so centered, let's go ahead and put this on. And then I do want to see, don't want to cover it up too much, so I am going to put it up high here. Let me position it so that it's, I think I might be a little too far. There we go. All right, so there's that so far. And I did decide that I wanted to also do that black line around here. And then we might even go on the inside. So just some extra details with some pin work. Adds a little bit more character. Trying to make sure my fingers are clean. Flip it open and let's do the same thing in here. Add a couple of gems. I got to figure out where those are going to go and we'll be done. So what did y'all think? Yeah, I hit the where the paper met right there. Okay, might as well keep it going. Might just do them up here. You can do little doodles and all kinds of stuff with your pens. This is a La Pen marker that I had from Close to My Heart, but you could use like any type of a gel pen since it's just a card. And I use those in my scrapbooking too. I'm not like over the top crazy about all the archival stuff. I don't worry about it too much, in other words. Now, I do want to be somewhat careful, but all right. So then this goes back on here, and you just want it to kind of be in the center. Then gems. Where are my gems? There they are. All right, and they can just go right on here. You don't really want them down here because as you take the belly band on and off, it'll catch. So I'm wondering, let me look at these. I'm going to do these. These are not Pool Party, but they look so similar that I think it'll be really cute. They are, I don't remember the name of that one. Summer Splash. These are the in colors for 2024, 26. All right, there we have it. Fun, cute cards today. I've just loved this collection of products. And I hope you have too this week. So I do have a special little bonus if you place an order this week. So by Monday, I think it's November 25th. Let me look and see real quick. So if you look down in the description of the video, you will see from January 7th to February 28th, you'll be able to receive one of my weekly PDFs. So I have them posted. There's a link to my PDF page. So when you spend $40 for the month, you'll get one weekly PDF of your choice. It could be this week's or a previous one. And then I have increments where you can get more PDFs. And when you spend $60 and more, you also get a free celebration item. And I did find my celebration. That's from our celebration catalog that's good through February 28th. So spend $60 and you can choose a free item from this area right here. So some 12 by 12 designer series paper. There's some sequins, a stamp set, that fun tool toadstool garden 6 by 6 paper that I used a few weeks back. I used some of this pretty fresh freesia ribbon. Here's a stamp set. I have not played with that yet. Pick a season. So a $60 order will allow you to choose one of these products that we have available. Stamp set, an embossing folder, um, the fun fruit salad designer series paper. There's a celebration, rainbow celebration card kit that you can create. And this fun stamp set is great for scrapbooking. So any of those you can get for free. And there's also a couple of stamps. There's a stamp and dies you can get when your order is $120 or more in one purchase. And so just check out the description for details on what I'm throwing in on top of that. But for this week, when you place your order by Monday, January 27th, is what it is, then I will pre-cut all the pieces for these two cards minus the stamp and dies. You will have to have the stamp and dies and the inks to or something that coordinates with these colors to recreate the cards as is, but also think you could use something else that you have on hand, but you'll get the pre-cut designer series paper, the cardstock, the ribbon, and I don't think I can throw the gems in, unfortunately, but I can throw in some of the ribbon for you as well. So you can recreate these fun cards. All right. So thank you for joining me, and be sure to watch for the PDF tomorrow. It is $10 for the PDF for instructions, or it's got supplies list and cutting dimensions for all the projects for the week, the 12 by 12 scrapbook layout, the 8.5 by 11 scrapbook page. And remember, you can put that 8.5 by 11 scrapbook page onto a 12 by 12 and decorate it up a little bit more if you want to put it in your 12 by 12 albums. And then also the instructions or the dimensions and supplies to recreate these cards, and I'll have links to the videos that you can just click on or use a QR code with your, if you want to print it out and then use your phone to link up to the videos. So that is it. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Safe travels, Debbie, if you're traveling somewhere. I don't know that I saw if you said. You have a great weekend too. Thanks, Debbie Garrett. I didn't catch that you were here. I was just going back and looking at the comments and making sure I didn't miss anybody else. So appreciate y'all chit-chatting with me. I love that so much. Thank you for the community that we're building here. So excited about that. And if you have any questions, let me know. You can reach me through direct messages on Instagram and Facebook. Um, if you want to email me for some reason, you can do that at passionateaboutscrapbooking@gmail.com. And I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I think it's Sandy. I need to holler back at Sandy. She's emailed me a couple of times this week. So y'all have a great day, great weekend, and I'll catch y'all Monday for Make It Monday Live with Pamela, where I'll create a 12 by 12 layout, and I will be using the beautiful, um, let me see what the name of it's called because I don't remember. Let me pull it out here. Woohoo, here's a sneak peek. Look. Okay, this is the Wildflower Birthday. I'm using that this coming week because I think Stamping Up is sharing the Artisan Group 3, and I think that's what they're using. So I'm going to feed off of that for next week and create some more with it. So there'll be lots of projects and ideas for you to see over the next week using that collection of products. All right, y'all have a great weekend. Take care. God bless you all. Bye bye.